What's up, divas, and what's up, divos? It's your girl April, and it is time for Real Talk Wednesday. So I decided to do this video kind of early in the day because it is bright and sunny out, and because normally I'm at work around this time or so forth. So not right now. I'm not at work today. No. Nor will I be tomorrow, or the day after that, or the day after that. So yeah. So, in case you guys are like, wait a minute, girl, you just got a job. Yeah, well, you know what? That really didn't work out too well. But anyway, it's Real Talk Wednesday, and if you have a life issue that you would like to discuss, you can go ahead and send me an email at MuffinIsMyLovers2012@gmail.com, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out or put your story on blast for the whole YouTube to see. Of course, we don't use names, so it's not like we're putting you on blast, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so stay tuned for the Real Talk video. Alright, y'all, so I know y'all like, wait a minute, you just did, okay, yeah, so I did just get a job, and I had the job for like 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. It didn't work out. Like, you know, that place was so dead. It was, I told you guys, it was a senior rec center, and it was like entirely really like dead. It was really quiet, and it was, I really didn't mind the quietness, I really didn't, but it was so dead there. To where the point where you had me doing things that I'm not skilled to do. Like, when I say that, meaning I'm not skilled to cut paper. That is not what was on my resume. I know how to cut paper real well. You know what I mean? It was just things like that. Like, I felt like I was being used as an intern at that moment in time, like for days and days and days. They had me doing things that people would do as interns, or you would do as a free volunteer type thing. And so anyway, the one lady who is the head honcho, and it's one thing when you work with a woman as your boss. I'm not, no disrespect to females, but I really don't care for female bosses at all in general, because women are such bitches. They always bring shit to work. They always have this feeling like they're better than somebody. And like I've been told from my girl Ro, my friend Ro, you know what I mean? Women come from broken homes, and some women come from broken homes, and when they come to work and they have a really good job status at work, they tend to let that broken home syndrome go with them to the workplace, meaning they get above and beyond their attitude and above themselves. And I just don't have the tolerance to work for women, and that's just sad, but I really don't. I would rather have a male boss than a female, because I just can't deal with women like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, Jane, she brought me out a stack of used papers like this high. It was about 600-700 sheets, and you want to use it as scratch paper, scrap paper, which is a great idea. It's an 8.5 by 11. It's just a regular computer sheet, you know, just regular paper. Wanted to use that as scrap paper, which is you know, fine, you know, save some trees, just save some trees. So they gave me a paper cutter, you know, the little things that's a wooden block, and you got the lever, and you just gotta keep pulling it down. Right, so I'm using that. Now, mind you, it's scrap paper, and all I have to do is cut them in half. I'm not really paying attention that some halves it might not be 5 by 7 and 5 by 7 on both sides. It might be 5 by 7 and 6 by 8. One sheet might be a little bit longer. You know, it might be something to whereas it's like this. You know, you get some that's like this and some that's like this. But the bottom line is it's scrap paper. And on my resume, it never once said, skilled at cutting paper with a paper cutter. Like, it don't say no shit like that for me, okay? I'm just here to tell you, I'm not skilled at cutting fucking paper or no paper cutter. That's just not my thing. So I cut all this paper up, and I gave Jane a stack of it. She just wanted a little bit. I need more than that, and shoot me off like I'm some fucking peasant. Like, I had to look like, did this fucking bitch just shoot me off? So I brought her back the next stack, because she said she needed more. And she was like, well, can you stack it for me? Now, mind you, the papers were already stacked. You know, you take them against the table, and you just, you know how you do the papers like that. Just some I looked because she was on her phone too, her cell phone. So I'm like, maybe she's talking to that person because she's not talking to me. So now, mind you, like I said, they got me doing shit that is not really relevant to my resume. I'm in the inventory room, the uniform room, counting fucking shirts and jackets, uniform. I hear Jane going off, Marsha, it's not right, it's wrong, this is all wrong, this is not right, she needs to do it again. I didn't know who she was talking to when I got out there. Marsha says to me, FYI, April, she didn't like how you cut the papers, they're not all evenly aligned. I said, my whole face was like, what? What? I said, it's scrap paper. She was like, I know, but she's just ain't like that. She's very demanding. I said, okay, and nobody told me it had to be perfect. Here's the thing. I never went back yesterday after work. I gave them my notice and wasn't even a 2 week. It was like, you know what? I'm done. Goodbye. You're not about to chastise me over no fucking scrap paper when all you're going to do is scribble on it and throw it in the garbage. And then you're going to shoot me off like I'm some goddamn peasant. We don't get down like that. First of all, like I told you guys, I was the only black female, only black person at the whole job place. And you're not going to talk to me in your kind of way and then shoot me off like I ain't worth shit. I was loathing to wake up every morning to even go to that job because it just was like a drab and a drag. And it just really wasn't me. I had to be white April when I was at the job place. Like, okay, there are two different sides of me, you guys, in case you didn't know that. I am right now me, meaning I'm black April. I'm just me. And while I was at the workplace, I had to be white April, Sarah, okay? And I cannot be somewhere for too long and be Sarah. I'm not really cool with split personalities unless I'm getting paid for that shit. Really buku bucks. As far as doing a regular job, it's not my thing. So yeah, the job is over with. So anyway, I have a job interview with the Department of Corrections, which is Wednesday the 31st, which will be today when you see this video. So anyway, let's go on to the real talk. Because I know you guys are like, okay, girl, you just babbled on, and we don't even need to see real talk. But yeah, we are. So before I even get into that, I got to send a special shout out to my boo, Mumsy, who bought me this necklace for Christmas. And it is so cute. And she did. And I had to wear it. And to my other boo, Tati, and my grandson, Nugget, who bought me this banging rose gold watch for Christmas. So you know, my second grandson, who will be here in a few days. I'm so excited. So hopefully I can sneak in the camera. Like when I say sneak it in, past Tati, because she's not about to have none of that shit. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, here is the vlog, or the real talk. I like hey Miss April. We're gonna call her Mary. So Mary writes, hi Miss April, I would like some advice on my marriage. Have been married for 11 years and I have 2 beautiful children. We dated for about a year before getting married and all has been good till 3 years ago. My husband seems a bit distant and it's now getting worse. When I noticed he was becoming distant, I addressed the issue and he just said he was stressed about work and all. So I left it at that. Then without realizing, we went for more than 6 months without sex, and every time I'm the one to initiate it. So she went 6 months without having sex, and she's the one who always has to initiate it. I addressed the issue again, and he just got upset saying I was pressuring him. What? As time went on, and still is going on, as I write this email, there is no intimacy whatsoever. Every time I initiate the sex, I am told he is too tired or will do later. If I get a kiss, it's on the forehead. A hug is all I get. A woman needs some good loving, girl. I have a job and work part-time to fit in looking after the children. My husband has always been there and does all that is asked and expected of him. I haven't seen any signs of him seeing anyone and have never noticed women's numbers on his phone. We are always together. He doesn't have many friends. I really don't know whether I am just too needy or is there something else underlying there. Dazed and confused. Mary. Okay, so y'all. So Mary has been married to this guy for 11 years. They have 2 beautiful children. They have not had sex in 6 months. She has had to initiate it. Then he is coming to her with the bullshit like, oh, I'm too tired. Oh, you always pressuring me. Oh, we can do it tomorrow. and shit like that. He gives her a kiss on the forehead. Y'all already know what time it is. You don't really have to see the signs. You don't have to see no phone numbers in his phone. He don't need to have no friends, girl. And he ain't got to be away from you for too long either. So just open your eyes up, Mary. Open them shits real wide. Because I used to think the same thing. Like, oh, my husband ain't got too many friends. Because he really didn't. And we was always together. Because we really was. But somehow he found a chance to get with the next bitch too. And there wasn't too many phone numbers in his phone for females neither. You don't count his mama and his sister and me. You know what I'm saying? So just because you don't see it in his phone as a woman's number don't mean it ain't under his phone as James, Michael, Barry, or whoever number. Okay? So, sweetheart, he, just to my knowledge and to what I'm feeling, he growing distance. He don't want to have sex. She ain't seen no signs of no females phone numbers. He always together with her. Unfortunately, Mary, that's how it all begins. And then next thing you know, he coming to you talking about, I'm leaving you for Jill, or I'm leaving you for Michael. It could go both ways. He could leave you for another man. He could leave you for a female. You don't gotta see it all the time. That's why they don't want you to see it. That's why it's called cheating, because you're not really supposed to be able to notice it like that. They do it on the down low, girl. They sneak out and they do it. They sneak out and they do it on job time. They sneak out and do it when your ass is at work and you think they were somewhere else. He don't have too many friends, but the little bit of friends that he do have, do you even really know what he does with them? Do you even know where he goes with them? Do you really even know what he does 24/7, okay? You're not around him 24 hours a day, Mary, because if that were possible, neither one of y'all would have fucking jobs and y'all would be home together. So, honey, open your eyes. I'm not trying to be blunt or mean, but there's something going on there. And I personally feel like he's seeing someone outside of the relationship. You don't have to see the phone numbers in his phone. Like I said, they can be under a different name. Hell, don't front and act like y'all ain't have a phone number under somebody else's name. You knew when Rashida called, it was really Mike's phone. Okay? Let's not front and act like we have not tried that bullshit. We all have been there and done that. I don't know, but I ain't never did no shit like that. I'm just saying. But I have phone numbers now on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't under no fake names either. But anyhow, like, Mary, that forehead shit that's like a sign right there that he's fucking with somebody. My son, he kisses me on my forehead, but I'm his mother, you know what I'm saying? And it's a whole different. But when your husband kisses you on your forehead, sometimes kissing you in your forehead doesn't really mean too much either. It could be like just an affectionate type of thing, which it is, you know what I'm saying? It really is, but he ain't trying to give up no dick. He ain't trying to give it up in 6 months, and now he's saying you pressuring him. That right there just sounds like, what woman pressures a man into having sex? They be the first ones to pressure us, okay? Let alone, are you tired now? Or we'll do it later? Really, after 6 months, you don't want to do it now? You know what, Mary? What I would do, don't involve your kids, but what I would do, just come right out and say it to him. Who are you seeing? Because you are acting very distant, very estranged, and we haven't had sex in like 6-7 months now. So what's going on? It ain't me. Am I not doing something right? And don't even put the blame on yourself, because if you do it like that and be like, am I not doing something right, or is it me? They're going to just switch it and flip it all over to you, and then you're going to forget even the reason why you started the whole fucking conversation with his ass. So you need to come to him and be like, you know what, Barry, what's up? Because we have not had sex in 6 months. You kiss me on my forehead. You don't want to be intimate with me. You act real estranged right now from this whole particular relationship. So I need to know what's going on, because I'm feeling like there's somebody else in this whole us thing that they ain't supposed to be there. That's just what I would do. You can go through his phone all day. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you see all male phone numbers in there. And if you feel that way about his phone, call the numbers. I wouldn't give a shit. Call them shit. Call the numbers and be like, is it such and such? And see who answers the phone. But in all honesty, Mary, I really feel like Barry, your husband, is stepping out on you. Really honestly feel like he's cheating on you, which is a fucked up thing. This is a new year. And you're really not supposed to be stressing no man out. over sex with you and being intimate with you and making you feel ladylike and making you feel loved. And that's not what he's doing. He's not doing his fucking job. And you need to tell him that. You are not doing your fucking job. And you don't make me feel loved or anything. And who are you loving on? Because there's somebody. There's just somebody. And those are just the signs right there. And obviously you know this, because if you didn't, you wouldn't have wrote to me and asked me. So I would really, really bring up the subject with him and say something about it and see what he says. But yeah, everyone, give Mary your opinion. I know this real talk was probably like all over the place with my job or Mary's situation. But anyway, you guys, leave your information, leave Mary your advice below. Also, it is the New Year's Eve thing, New Year's Eve. So I hope you guys all have a beautiful, beautiful New Year's, okay? Be safe. Don't go crazy out there acting all cray-cray and doing some crazy, crazy stuff, y'all. Have a great New Year 2015. I'm about to enjoy my New Year's and just relax. Have me some wine and just enjoy the night. So happy New Year. Enjoy your 2015 and post your info or opinions below. And stay diva and divalicious.